Alright guys, it has been a while since I've actually done anything. With it being Christmas, New Year, my birthday, and then I had, of course, my, rebooking my second provisional test. Provisional test? What the fuck am I talking about? Theory test. There's just been a lot going on, because of course it was Christmas. I had my mum's birthday 2 days after. And then you had New Year, and then my birthday on the 5th. So it's been really busy. It's currently the 14th, I think. 16th, sorry, my mistake. So it's been super busy the last 3 weeks. There's just been so much going on. But I think the main thing is there's actually been nothing's happened enough for me to try and make a video out of it, if you know what I mean. Like, I got the mounts I wanted for the camera. If you remember, I remember ordering one of them before Christmas. That would be this one. Just a small little thing. And then that didn't turn up, so I ordered another one, and this turned up. Yeah, that's a bit different. This is a much better quality one, the larger of the two. This I might use for my phone or something. I don't know. I haven't decided. So I have the mounts, which is what I wanted. The problem is, I don't really have anything else to do. Like, I had my car booked in for an MOT today at 3 o'clock. It's currently 10:15 in the morning. That had to be rescheduled to Thursday, so I'll let you know how that goes. I mean, I don't know. It was pretty cheap. The MOT is like £25, so I think it was like 25, 26, something like that. So I'm not too bothered. Like, if it passes, great. If it fails, that's a problem. If it fails the MOT, it depends how badly. Because if it fails on some minor things that aren't going to come to too much, if it's less than £100 to get it through the MOT, well, less than 150, because £100, that's like tyres, isn't it? So it all depends on how much it is to get it through the MOT. If it's like 250 or more, I just can't pay it. I mean, I physically do not have the money to pay more than £200 to get it through the MOT. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I did pass my theory test on the second time round, for those who don't know. I got the minimum required marks on the multiple choice. I got 43. That was the needed pass mark. So long as I book my test before, I think it's 2020, I don't have to worry about ever doing that shit again. Thank God. It's horrible. I have a driving lesson this coming Saturday. It's currently Tuesday. So I will speak to my instructor about booking the test. Although, now that I think about it, if I've got my MOT to go through, I might not have any money left. It's going to be a problem. I might have to get something out of saving. Yeah, I've got like a savings account. Oh, I'm glad I got back when I did. I just popped to Greg's. I got myself a toastie. I got Mum a baguette because she's currently had to go to Wales and come back. So she's going to be out probably all day, pretty much all day. So I thought I'd get her a baguette because she moaned last time. And I got myself a baguette for potentially tomorrow lunchtime. But I've just got in, as you saw me taking my jacket off. I've been in maybe 2 minutes. Okay, maybe, I've been recording for 4 minutes. So probably about 10 minutes at the absolute most. 10 minutes. And it's just started hammering it down. That was really lucky. I was going to do this in the car, and I'm glad I didn't. I seriously debated setting up one of the mounts, using the camera, and doing this in the car. And I'm very glad I didn't. But yeah, I was going to have a new car. We saw this Ford Fiesta and we were going to go for that, and fell through. We basically never. Mum decided to not bother to go through with it, even though it was for me and I had the money to pay for the car. And it basically escalated into an argument where she wouldn't admit it was partly her fault. Well, it was mostly her fault. because she was saying to me, oh, I could have got the money. I was like, yeah, I could have got the money up. The car doesn't start. I do not have a full driving license. How would I have started the car up? So, you know, I'm like, I could have driven the car home because it was literally about a minute trip, minute 45 seconds, you know, very short distance, as in it took us 2 minutes, it took us 5 minutes to walk, even less than that. So it was very short distance. And yet, it's like, I can drive that home, that's no problem, because it would have been driven, and it would have been put, I would have parked it outside, Mum would have put it on the driveway, my Suzuki would have been on the road, so there would have been 2 cars on the drive, 1 on the end. And yeah, Mum refused to accept responsibility that I needed her. I needed someone with a vehicle who can drive a manual. Mum was the only one. It's like, yeah, I've got a friend that lives 10 minutes away, if that. Yeah, they drive an automatic. So they're not going to be much use. I mean, they can jump start it, sure. They don't have jump leads, though. So it was all a bit of a clusterfuck, really. But I am keeping my eye out on Auto Trader, and I tend not to go with places like Gumtree and I haven't really looked on eBay, but I've had bad experiences with stuff on eBay, so I'm a bit hesitant, but, you know, but I'm kind of torn, because I've always wanted a car, like a Suzuki Swift or something like that, something like a little sporty hatchback, that I can just modify. You know, I really want to buy a car and modify a car. I don't really care what it is. It has to be something a bit more common. The Suzuki, I'm not going to do anything with. I may just scrap it, because it's just that shit. So I'll scrap it. If it fails the MOT, I'll scrap it, basically. So, yeah, I've always been like, I want to buy a car and then modify it, and things like that. And I got in my friend's Mark 7 Fiesta, I think it was a 2016. Yeah, 2016, so it's like a 64 plate for the UK. And he's got the 0.998 litre EcoBoost, I think it's called. And that was fucking lovely. Really nice to sit in. I have been in them before, and I knew it was really nice anyway. And being it's the EcoBoost and not like just under a 1 litre engine, it actually pulled pretty quick. I think it was like 13, 14 seconds, something like that, which is fine. You know, it's not a problem. And the fuel economy is outstanding because it is the EcoBoost. So, not to mention the fact it doesn't pay tax. The emissions are very good. So, I was in that and I thought this would be a lovely car to have as the daily. To sort of, that would be the daily driver to work and social and commuting and whatever. I thought I'd love to have a second car. I could declare it off the road, so I wouldn't have to worry about driving it. And that would be the one that I would modify, I think. But I'm still really undecided about what car that would be. I've seen the Fiesta ST, the Mark 5, I think it is, 5 or 6. Not the new generation, the older one. I've seen loads of those available. I've seen a Honda Civic Type R, the older ones. What else was there? I saw a Corsa VXR, but I'm not really a fan. But no, I thought a 2 litre Focus ST, Fiesta ST, sorry, isn't a bad way to go. That's where I'm sat at the moment. I had taken interest in a Hyundai Coupe. Unfortunately, they've all gone. The only ones left on Amazon at the... what the fuck? Oh, sorry, I just had a thing for Facebook Messenger come up. Yeah, it's just... The ones that are left available now, are they're more expensive than £1,500, which is like the most I can even consider paying. Like, for me to get a car that's £1,500 would be trade my car in, get my mum buy it on her credit card, and then me pay her off in like monthly installments or something like this. I just physically can't. Like, if it's up to £1,000, I can pretty much just go, Mum, here's half the money now, but I can't pay the full 1,000. So, but yeah, I really liked the Hyundai Coupe. I don't know why. I guess because it's like a saloon sort of thing, but either way, there's not really any available for less than £1,500 that don't have an excruciatingly high mileage. The lowest mileage I found for less than 1,500 was 90,000. That's a lot of mileage. If I'm going to be modifying a car, I don't want high mileage because, of course, there's more things that can go wrong with a car with high mileage. So I think what I'd like to do is just have a look at what cars there are for like modifying and stuff. So I'm not really sure what to go with, to be honest. I'm thinking the Fiesta ST. I'll have a look at some of those, have a look at the prices and the mileage and everything, just to see what I can expect for my money, if you know what I mean. But no, I think I'll go with the new generation Fiesta if I can get one for for not very much, because the plan is, right, pass my driving test, get a job, and then get whatever car I want, basically. Of course, first obstacle being the driving test. I'm just going to move this down a bit. Oh, hang on, look, fuck off. There we go. So, driving test is like the big thing at the moment. I'm fairly confident I can pass that. It might take me it might take me 2, 3, maybe 3 tries, but I'm pretty confident. The getting a job part, I've wanted to be a mechanic or something involving cars, be it car sales or otherwise. But that's not really going so well. I've looked around for my local retailers, like we've got Toyota, Lexus, Citroen, Mercedes, Audi, a BMW, and a Hyundai garage near me, because that's around the area of Southampton and maybe a bit Chandler's Ford. So there's plenty of car places available. That's just main dealerships, okay? That's not including any of the other car sales places. And none of them are hiring. And I thought, okay, it's fine, I can deal with this. So I looked around on other car sales websites and all the ones I could think of that weren't like family run. None of them are hiring. I thought, alright, let's go into MOTs, and there's a place that does accident repair. None of them are hiring either. I looked at service places, car servicing shops, and even like tires and things. Nowhere. So I'm actually a bit stuck, because that's the field I would have liked to have gone in, and it's not really a field anymore. It's more like just a giant concrete block. So I think I'm having to either go with something to do with perhaps computing. I do have a rather nice computer with dual monitors and all that crap, and I've actually got the phone in front of an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 4. Recently purchased, for the record. I haven't had that in a while. I've only recently got that off my brother for very little. He no longer wanted it, so I bought that off him for like £100 and something. It was very inexpensive for me, so I've been playing that a lot. And I could probably do something in that field, but I'm not very knowledgeable, if you know what I mean. Like, if someone said, oh, can you set me up a gaming computer for like 400 quid, I could do that. If someone said to me, can you set up, which is the better laptop between X1 and X2, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you. So going to someone like a PC World, I mean, they tend to have a lot of overpriced crap, and they tend to sell you a lot of overpriced crap. So it's a bit difficult. I mean, the PC World near me recently has just started adding like mechanical keyboards. They've got like Corsair, Razer, Logitech, SteelSeries, and the brand now, but they've got like a section now with like keyboard and mice. So I might be a bit more knowledgeable there. But of course, being a PC world, there is things like televisions, fridge freezers, kitchen appliances, laptops, computers, keyboards, mice, speaker systems, hi-fis, and all that. So I wouldn't be very well versed, if you know what I mean. So it's a bit difficult to find somewhere that I could work in and would fit the environment. That's the difficulty I'm having, is I need to, if I'm going to find employment, I need to find employment in a field that, or in anywhere that I can fit in, as in like I can be comfortable in that workplace. So be it a B&Q, for example. I could sit there and go, right, I work at B&Q. I wouldn't be like, well, because I used to work at McDonald's. It was absolute shite. But I don't know, I just need to find somewhere that I can work in and have at least some. I mean, yeah, there's like training on the job and stuff. I don't like that. I don't like training. Like, I don't want to go into a job and know absolutely nothing about the job, like, or the entire workplace. Like, say I go to Pets at Home, you know, pet store. I don't want to go to work there and have no fucking idea about pets. Like, oh, what food do I use? I don't fucking know. What's good for dogs? I don't know. Like, I don't want to go in a workplace and not have any idea about the products they sell. That's my thing. So, with the knowledge I've got, being computer games, computers, and a bit towards cars, I preferably want to go something within those fields. If not, clothing wouldn't be too bad. I mean, there's a Next store not far. Phones, maybe. I mean, there's a car phone warehouse nearby. I'm not really sure if I want to go there, though. But I mean, like, there is places I can apply to, but it would be difficult for me. So, we'll see. And then, of course, the car afterwards would be whatever the fuck I wanted. As soon as I get the job, then of course I can get a car on finance, which probably will be the Fiesta EcoBoost, as my friend has. He had it in white and it looked lovely. The rims were tiny. I really did not like the rims. They were pathetically small. I think they were like 14 inches, which is the same as my Suzuki. Like a Mark 7 Fiesta that's like 5-6 grand, I think he paid, because it's no, he paid more than that. I think it's worth like 10 grand or something, because it's 2-year-old. It had like 12,000 miles on it. So, it's pretty expensive. You know, I thought it would have come with like 16s, but it doesn't. Yeah, like, I want to get something. The fact that it's got the exact same gear stick layout as my instructor's car and my car. Oh, it's a council van. It would make it very easy for me, because that's the issue I'm gonna have when I go from passing my test. It'll be, okay, I've driven in my instructor's car, which is a lovely Hyundai i20, the older generation. Lovely car. It's a 2012. Really nice to drive. And then going to a Suzuki that's 11 years older. Got fucking hiccups. Going to this older Suzuki. And then it would be trade that car in for something. But I'd want to trade it in where the gear stick layout was at least similar. My mum's Yaris in first is actually reverse. So it's like first, and then you've got like first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So I don't want to do something like that drastically different, because that's completely not what I'm used to. But it's difficult, you know. But like I said, we'll see what's around. We'll see what I'm gonna have a look in a minute and see what's available. And what would be a good choice, like, because I don't really care about like a, just putting that over there for the time being. Like, I preferably don't want a diesel, but like I said, we'll see what comes up. So, yeah, I've had it on my tripod this whole time. I didn't put it on the proper one. It's just been on that little. I remember a while ago for the torch, so it's been on that. And I'll see you all next time, guys. I mean, I am sorry it's been so long, but nothing's really happened. Like, I just rambled for like fucking 20 minutes about shit. So, yeah, I'll catch you all next time, guys. Bye.